Morning, welcome back to the channel. So today we've got the M3 out, and what we're going to do is we're going to take it for a quick drive in my area, just so you guys can get first impressions of the car. Obviously I've had this car for a few weeks, so it would be nice for you guys to kind of have something to compare this car to, especially my previous M2 Competition. So let's go. Seat. So first impressions are the car is very smooth on acceleration. Okay, so I started the car in efficient, as it always starts, and the first thing you notice is the gear shifts are very smooth. You barely notice anything, and that's obviously if you keep your foot, very sensitive on the pedal. Okay, it changes very quickly. Doing about 35 miles per hour, and the gear is already in sixth gear, which is amazing. You can barely sense the car changing. Okay, another thing I would like to talk about is the fact that straight away, compared to my M2, this car feels very smooth on the road. It definitely feels wider. If you look in the wing mirrors, you know straight away it's a wider car, but I feel like it makes it more stable on the road, and it also gives it a lot of road presence. But straight away, this car feels more comfortable. You can barely feel the bumps. Obviously this car has got a few modes, which I'll probably try later as the car accumulates more miles on it. So I'm pretty sure Sports Plus on this road will not feel amazing. But first impressions so far, I'm absolutely loving it. Definitely more comfortable than the M2 I had, which was quite bumpy on the road, especially at slow speeds. So yeah, we'll keep going on this road. I will join a motorway soon, just to get a feel of other things as well, so such as the road noise and things like that, because obviously in a car like this, it's a family kind of sedan, you can call it. So 4-5 seats, so obviously you need to consider things like comfort when you're on a long journey. So far as well, with regards to the carbon seats, I've not really driven that long in them on this journey, but it feels like a normal seat to me. It feels very comfortable, it feels very special. The only problem I have with it is actually getting into these seats and getting out of these seats, especially getting out of them is quite difficult. You kind of have to hold the central pillar, you can call it a B pillar, just to get out of it, which is something you need to keep in mind if you order these seats. But aside that, it's a very comfortable car to drive so far. Is quite bumpy, and I have to say I'm quite impressed with how comfortable the new M3 is, even on this bumpy road. In comfort, it's a huge improvement on the outgoing M2, and yeah, I think BMW has done an extraordinary job with this car with regards to the suspension. I'm kind of tempted to turn it into Sports Plus just so I can feel the difference, because this car is, to be honest, this road is quite bumpy, so it would be nice to do that. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to change it into Sports Plus with regards to the suspension and see what the difference is with regards to this car. Yes. Right, so straight away, the car is very wobbly, you can call it. It's I wouldn't say it feels unstable, but it's more bumpy on the road. You can feel kind of every nook and cranny, you can call it, in the road. I think I'll just change it back. I think with regards to driving on these kind of roads, you definitely need to keep it in comfort, no more than that. Sports Plus, from my 5-second experience, I think that should probably be kept off motorways, and it probably should be used on track. I think comfort is way more than enough for everyday daily drive. I mean, sports might be okay, but I think Sports Plus will be at the extreme end. So yeah, I'll just keep driving on this motorway, and what we're going to do, like I said, after in about 2 minutes time, we will get off this motorway and we'll find some nice roads to drive on, just to see what this car feels like, under acceleration, braking, and things like that. Right, so we're getting off the motorway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the car in sports, just to get a feel for it. Yeah, straight away you notice a difference with regards to throttle sensitivity. Yeah, there you go. Still 70 on this road, and you guys notice how quick this car is accelerating, and I would say that's probably about 10% on the throttle. Yeah, that's how fast this car is. Yeah, Tesla going for it. So we find some quieter roads. Unfortunately, the speed limit is still 30, so I'll keep it as it is, and if we get higher speed limit, we'll just drop it down a few gears and go for it. Okay, obviously staying within what the limit says, as you guys can. So I'm gonna change it. Right, so I'm gonna change it to M2. Just my setting, and straight away, that's it. Wow. Right, so we've slowed down to the speed limit. The difference from efficient to everything in Sports Plus, aside the suspension, is significant. The throttle becomes so sensitive, the car just gets to the speed limit effortlessly, which is amazing. It's basically, the car is almost unusable even at 60 if that's the speed limit. Yeah, so you get so quick, you get to 60 so quickly, it makes it's amazing, let's put it that way. So what we're going to do is, this road is 40, so we'll see how well this car does with regards to acceleration. To that side, so let's make sure there's no cars coming, and let's go for it. Yeah, that's 40, done. Guys, do you hear the sound of that engine? That's ridiculous. That was 40, and I'm pretty sure that was maybe 40% throttle on that. How fast it kind of moved around the corner. There was no problems with traction. That's something I've now also talked about. Literally no cars behind us, front or back. So what we're going to do is not a launch control, we're just going to accelerate from 0 to 60 as that's the speed limit, just to see how fast this car is. Everything is in Sport Plus aside the suspension. So let's go. Yeah, that's 60. Did you guys see how fast that car was? And I think that was about maybe 70% throttle, and look how fast it was. That was all done within the speed limits. Okay, that's incredible. There was no problems with traction at all. The car just accelerated, no issues, no struggles, no wheel spins. And I'm so glad I've got this car now. It's absolutely incredible. No worse with regards to how fast this car accelerated. And that wasn't even 100% throttle. Imagine if it was. Right, I'll keep driving. It's amazing. What a great job by BMW. Great. Alright, so I know there's a few runabouts here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to test the traction control on this car just to see how it is like when you're going around a runabout. So okay, look at this, no issues at all. No issues at all. This guys, so I'm gonna go, I'll go around the runabouts, guys, just look at it. No problem. See, the car is so flat in the corners. Look how fast I'm going around the runabouts. There's no problems with stability at all. If you did this in the old M2 Competition, you'd definitely be in trouble. Okay, so just look at it. Absolutely incredible. No problems. At no point at all did I feel like the car was unstable. Traction was amazing. You could feel the rear end kicking in slightly, but not as much as, you know, in the old M2. So drop it to second gear. So guys, just look at it. The traction control is not kicking in at all. You can feel the rear diff doing what it's meant to do. No issues at all. Absolutely incredible. Right, I think that's it. I'm just gonna go home. This car can definitely get you into trouble. Definitely get you into trouble. Oh wow, wow. Right, off I go. I think that's it for today. I can't wait for this car to be running. Right, now we'll have a cool down lap, you can call it, because I'm gonna head back. I'm having too much fun in this car. I think I've got a few more miles to get this car running, and I'm super excited because I have some really amazing roads in mind to drive on. That was the purpose of the channel, to drive on some amazing roads, and I hope to bring this car on the journey, just to get you guys to experience what I am experiencing in this car today. All right, so that's it, guys. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys for coming to watch me. The car has been amazing. You know, obviously it still has to be running, so I was taking it a bit gentle this time, but first impressions are great. The car is comfortable, the gear shifts are smooth, motorway journeys very comfortable, the steering is super sharp, especially at the front. So you know, if this car, let's put it this way, this car will be amazing on track, and I hope at some point in this journey I get to experience that. So I'd like to thank you guys again for watching. Please like and subscribe. If there's any comments about the video, please let me know. It's a new channel, so any feedback will help. Thank you for watching.